Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, Plays Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're unstoppable, unbreakable, a living legend too. Send me an angel and I thank you. Ooh. Spoonbender, bad damage, bad rate of fire, bad speed, bad spacebar item. JBMEDZCJ. And are you a wizard, huh? So this is like, screw it. I'm gonna stand in the room. I'm gonna stand in the room, Isaac. If that's how you're gonna start me, I'm just gonna stand in the room. Patience is a virtue. How does this run look? Well, it's actually, Spoonbender is sweet. We never should have to use Spoonbender because of the fact that we're firing so freaking slowly that, you know, if we can't aim, we need to get our own spoon bent. I don't know what that means, but there's plenty of, it's a good baseline for future synergies is what I'm getting at. I had to test it, but that was idiotic. I thought it only did a half heart, but at this point in my Isaac career, I should probably be aware of how much damage Blood Rites does. So the real, like, terrible part of this run is the fact that we have awful DPS and awful, awful damage and awful rate of fire, which means that we have awful DPS. And then our HP is not quite good enough to compensate, in case that's not abundantly clear. So really, like, any champion showing up could kill us pretty quickly. And these spiders, like, generate problematic situations for us. But then, of course, they also could just kill us in one hit right now. So we really need to get our red heart back. And rooms like that are just a nightmare, man. To be fair, I'd like absolutely 100% never should have popped Blood Rites early. But is this the price you pay for experimentation? Is this how Liberty dies, with thunderous applause? But to be fair, this is the first, well, it's the second Isaac run I've recorded today, but the first one after the daily, and the daily was just like unstoppably good. So it's, in a way, and I say this without a hint of bravado, it's nice to have, and this is not very good, but it's nice to have a daily, or a non-daily that's kind of testing our skill. Because I'd recorded something like 6 non-daily episodes yesterday, and they were all lights out. They were so good that I almost started to feel bad by the end of them. Now I feel bad, but it's for different reasons. Mostly because my damage is 2.5 and my rate of fire is 16. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go to Skype. Yeah, that's what I figured. Sinvicta has his one daily of the week where he scored higher than me, so he's rubbing it in on Skype. What a guy. Class act, Sinvicta. Class act. Okay, this is like, this is the end of our lives, potentially. Oh, did you see? I'm not actually bitter at Sinvicta. I'm just in a, my mood is down because of the fact that I got 2.51 damage and a 16 rate of fire. My score was actually good on today's daily, you know? Can't complain. Rather get 5, like, top 1% finishes in a row than, oh, my display driver crashed during yesterday's daily and my score didn't go up. Yeah, okay. I bet, buddy. Freaking, you know, you can call me a lot of things. Don't call me late for dinner. Also, I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Also, you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to get that one by me, mister. So we're really actually in a good spot now. Not long-term, but short-term, our survival is, if not guaranteed, at least likely as a result of the fact that we have a Tinted Rock. All we need is a bomb or a red heart. I would accept either. And now, 3 cents, oh, it's an XL floor. So I guess we're lucky that Blood Rites didn't ruin our, deal with the devil chance. It's kind of relatively minor right now, because I don't know if we're ever going to get a chance to take advantage of that deal with the devil. Even if we do get it, our HP is low enough to make this pretty dicey. I was just about to say I don't really want to fight the devil or fight the bosses right now to try to get that deal with the devil, because if we fight a champion version of Ragman, we might as well just, you know, Alt F4. We will die. It's almost impossible to kill him in that amount of time. Now that we have 1 spirit heart, kind of feel like we should explore a little bit more still. If it had been small rock, I mean, I would have had to think about it because it's always a speed downgrade. I've been misinformed and people have told me, oh, it's not always a speed downgrade. It's just a speed downgrade if your speed's been modified. Apparently, that's incorrect. That is helpful. And now we can use a key to maybe get to the shop, and the shop could provide us with another spirit heart. Leech is actually okay. First off, it fuels up blood rights a little bit. Secondly, it's another source of damage, which at least is like, it's something. I don't really want to use a bomb to get 2 cents. We could do better than that on our, if we just blow up our donation machine. I'd rather just blow this up. Hope for, yeah, more raw HP is probably just about the best we could get right now. So, I mean, I think we've done pretty well on this floor, honestly. This would be a great time for the deal with the devil to provide us with something amazing. And I say that not to be bitter or, you know, entitled, but look at the run. The stats are... There's like a matrix, you know, and I'm not talking about the Wachowskis film from 1999. I'm saying, you know, from a linear algebra standpoint. It's like a 3x2 matrix. On the one side of the matrix is acceptable or terrible, and on the other side of the matrix are the 3 stats that matter. HP, tears, and damage. We have basically gotten 4 of those matrix positions to look like garbage. Bad tears, I don't know anything about linear algebra. Well, I know something about it, but it's been a while. We got bad tears, we got bad damage, our HP's not great, and then, you know, there's a little addendum to the matrix, it's like the animatrix, and it's our speed, and our speed's not looking that hot either. It's taking us this long to kill Monstro, it's a terrible sign. Just a terrible sign. So, if you could give me, like, really the only thing that's transformative here is Magic Mush, but I'll take any conceivable DPS upgrade is, like, water to a dying man in the desert. Hook me up. Alright, HP, which we might not have even wanted to take. At least we're fighting Larry Jr. How we didn't get hit there is like a miracle beyond human comprehension. Okay, that's we deserve that one. And the Leech is going to town. It's like Brian Leech, number 2, you know? Former right defenseman for the New York Rangers. And then also Toronto Maple Leafs. More HP. And Book of Sin. Wow. What a world. Well, you know what? I'm going to stick with Blood Rights. At least we got Lucky Penny, but I'm going to stick with Blood Rights. Because I desperately need the damage. Does Blood Rights take Red Hearts? Or does it take Spirit Hearts? Because if it takes Red Hearts, we actually can use this. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch of the imagination that this is going to be a worthwhile endeavor for us. However, you got to admit, it's kind of making me a believer right now. You know, being able to use this once on rooms that are pretty bad. Come on, Leech. Yeah, I want Leech to get the hits so that we can use Blood Rights later. He's got it. He's got it. What did I tell you? He's got it. This could actually, like, work for us. It's just stupid enough to work. Leech, you got it, buddy. Thanks for the unlimited HP. He's done it. This is actually great. Is this the run where I wonder if I'm living in some kind of fantasy world because I'm actually like pro Blood Rights? I'm not suggesting necessarily that this is long-term, that this is a strategy that's viable in the long term. For certain, I would have to be... Oh, thanks for putting that stuff over there. I was worried that I was going to be able to get it. I don't think that my survival is too likely in the long term. However, Blood Rights is doing great stuff for us right now. How long do you think it's going to take Leech to kill that mushroom? Our shot speed is also bad. Like, it's not a stat that matters at all. This one goes out to everybody who was probably being like, wow, this run's like overpowered. Look at how much damage he's doing. Leech, you got this, buddy. I'll help out, but you got to get the kill. Let's go. What a strange run. Like, this is actually the strangest run. Tyrone seated up a crappy run. Whoa, the strangest run. Despite its bad stats, it's kind of fun. Whoa, the strangest run. And L's got bad damage, you hearing. And his tears are also bad. And it is the strangest kind of run. Oh, the strangest run. Okay, we don't want... I mean... I used the devil card when I meant to just hit WASD. So, I think here we want this to screw up the boss's life. And, hey man, there's a little chariot. So, straight up, give me the placenta item. Leech, get in here, buddy. Want the placenta item because it gives us some lifesteal. We also earned a deal with the devil. No Cramperinos, please. I almost cringed at myself just saying that, but it kind of, you know, I'm a little distracted on this run right now by its badness. So we're going to head down to the next floor. Yeah, there's a curse room. What about it? What we're going to do is use our orbital to deal all of our damage that Bloody Lust doesn't do to begin with. Not Bloody Lust, Blood Rights. Bloody Lust would be like something that could help us get more than 2.5 damage at this point. That's ridiculous. What do we need that for? Well, you need your hand held? You need more than a 16 rate of fire? What's wrong with you? Leech, this is your time to shine. These guys are not that strong. But also, like, there's only so much time in a day, you know? I don't really want to use red hearts to play the blood bank. Because I need those red hearts for later. You know what I love about this, though, is at some point, we might, if we play our cards right, hit a breaking point that's actually good. I know breaking points are usually bad, but we might hit a breaking point that's actually good. And all I mean by that is, use blood rights to put yourself at a half-heart interval. Then you get HP back. Well, not HP back, sorry. You get invincibility. Then you use your invincibility to use the orbital to deal damage to enemies. And then hopefully Leech gets in there and gives you some HP back to repeat the process in the meantime. No guarantees, obviously, but... I mean, have you seen this run? I'll take what I can get at this point. Leech. Leech! Okay, well, you know. Again. A man's got to know his limitations. With one bomb, we can't really justify that, unfortunately. Alright, 4th time's a charm. An item room that improves our stats. We've had glaucoma, strange attractor. I don't even remember. Did we go to the item room on the last floor? I might have been so mind-flooded I just gave up. So Dr. Fetus is a helpful item here. Admittedly, we will probably be able to destroy enemies now. And if you are displeased by this revelation, like, basically, screw you. I earned it on this run. The fact that we not only lived, but almost thrived on those first 3 floors is incredible. Not like, you know, it's a miracle, but it's miraculous. Mostly we've got, like, Leech and Blood Rights to thank. I'm still happy to have Blood Rights, by the way. If we can get a more consistent way to regenerate HP, I'm all for it. Dr. Fetus is no longer, like, an easy 100% game-winning item. Dude, this is it. This is actually how we use Blood Rights consistently. I'm kinda jazzed. So jazzed, I'm using terminology that hasn't been popular since, like, the 1940s. But I'm kind of jazzed because we should be able to turn this into a pretty amazing Blood Rights showcase here. An extravaganza, if you will. Luckily, we have, like, a great backup means of dealing damage right now as well, which is, didn't always, look that way, so somehow we're also probably gonna have a chance. Oh, come on. We're gonna have a chance to make the, boss rush here. I'm not gonna prioritize it because that would, you know what? Let's per throw it, see if we get something better. I like having blood rights right now. I think that this is a novel enough concept. Despite the fact that it's been in the game for 25 million years, I have never really deigned to use blood rights effectively. I always just get it and then go, it's kind of garbage. This is the situation in which blood rights is actually, like, meaningful for me right now, and I'm excited as a result of it. It doesn't happen too frequently. Let's go. Several runes. That's a great blood rights opportunity. I didn't even think about it. Might as well 2 of hearts, because we're going to take something else here. So we got Bracano, we got Yera, we got Algiz, we got Perthrow, we got Algiz. So we take Yera, but it's kind of close. So we are definitely not going to go to boss rush. I know, like, 10 seconds ago, I was like, that's a guarantee. Or not a guarantee, but a possibility. It's not going to happen here. We got 3 hearts. Just keep an eye on your hearts and you should be fine. We might have 2.5 now, I don't know. So don't use this anymore. You've done your part. Curse of the Unknown pretty much screws us. Stars, Wheel of Fortune. I think we're just gonna, I mean, yes, I like having a Yera room. This run has thrown my normal, you know, valuations into a tizzy, though. How low does our shot speed get if we take Lazy Worm? In danger of actually hitting ourselves with our own bombs. From a standing position. It's pretty horrible. Speaking of pretty horrible, Robo Baby 2.0. Just knocking it out of the park with the item rooms here. Oh, man. This is, it's amazing to me, and I really should not complain, and instead should just be grateful. But it is amazing to me that we're on the Depths 1. We have 2.5 damage. The 42 rate of fire is misleading, but, you know, if you wanna include that in the narrative to strengthen it, that's fine. To be at 42 rate of fire and 2.5 damage this late in the game is not common. That's an extreme example of the game giving you a bad seed. However, we're at full HP. We're persevering here, and again, I would love to be like, oh, it's just my singular good play that's keeping us afloat here. I'm not saying we played badly. I don't think we have. However, it's largely, and by largely I mean like 100%, blood rights that has that's kept the dream alive here. Yeah, we're not leaving this this place on schedule, so don't even sweat it. Karma, Devil, Yera. Let's see what we got for our boss fight. Is it 2 Blighted Ovums, or is it like Blighted Ovum plus something else? Kind of amazed we managed to make it out of there without getting tagged. You got this, you got this, you got... I need that HP, buddy. Well, be careful what you wish for. Oh! I don't really want to explore. Can you blame me? We got 0.01 speed, negative 15 damage. It's not that I want to get through the game particularly quickly. It's just like backtracking with a run like this is like more than mildly tedious. But if nothing else, we have definitely... Balls of Steel is great, but we've definitely... By the way, I mean, I know I'm interrupting myself constantly here, but if you really wanted to be the greatest pedantic min-maxer of all time, I guess you take Balls of Steel out of the room, drop it, then go back in for the Yera rune, and then you lose like a Spirit Heart and a half in the process, but gain 2 Spirit Hearts. wow, man's ingenuity knows no bounds. But, I mean, that is the right play, but I just can't bring myself to care that much about minutia on that level. But, again, more power to you. It is the right play. I'm going to leave this run one way or the other with a newfound appreciation, sincerely, for blood rights. This is an item that perhaps unfairly I have criticized as being largely useless, and I think it's highly situational, but I have never really respected or at least seen firsthand the situation in which it makes itself useful. Dude, Judas's tongue may actually be better for us. What a topsy-turvy run. I genuinely think that a 5 reduction in tier delay means less than Judas's tongue here. We've hit a run in which the cancer trinket is not as good as Judas's tongue. Just in case you were wondering what kind of upside-down world you woke up in this morning. The other problem with Blood Rights is it's not... I don't know if it scales with our damage, but it's not killing enemies as consistently as it used to. We will take Poke Go. That's nothing... wrong with that. Let's donate a little bit of money. We are on the last floor with the shop, so if we can eke out some cosmic karma, it's good. Tower, Justice card, Ace of Clubs. We don't need bombs necessarily because we have, well, infinity of them, so... There is a Stars card back in the rotation somewhere, so I guess we'll just go to the boss fight. And then we'll walk back. Because if we're going to walk back anyway, then who cares if we walk back now or a little later, right? Untanky enemies. My favorite Tony Braxton song. Still dying relatively easily. I don't want brown cap. Come on now. Look. It's a little ridiculous. Why did Tony Braxton and Eric Clapton never do a collaboration together? They could have called it Toneric Bracton. Would have worked gangbusters. What's their problem? So pop the Stars card. Still, like, pretty bad. But, if this is a run in which we're learning a bit about some items that otherwise I've considered not that amazing, sure, let's go for broke, man. I've never... Well, I have respected Punching Bag on occasion, but most of the time, I don't like that it draws aggro, because I want my enemies to be predictable, and this doesn't always happen with Punching Bag. We already have Yera, and you can't Yera, so we're pretty much good to go here. This is... I will not... Like, if there's a deal with the devil that gives us something amazing, I'm taking it. It's not like I'm going to be like, let's commit to this stupid no damage run and not take Brimstone or something like that. Not that Brimstone's a damage up to begin with, but you get the idea. But right now, this could conceivably be like the actual lowest damage I've ever had on a run that wins. That's frightening and kind of hilarious. Like, even so, we're building it. This goes to show you, like, how good the design of Isaac is. Because we're going to build a run that actually benefits from our stupid scenario right now. It takes 1 full heart. Does that mean it takes 2 hearts now? We should maybe try to find out, because that could put a monkey wrench into things. Because Cambion Conception gives us more... Didn't get killed by 1 bomb, that's a problem. But Cambion Conception gives us more familiars after we get hit X number of times. Well, it's an awkward way to explain it. Basically, it gives us free familiars that only become active once we get hit a certain number of times. So, we are at 2.5 hearts. That's where we want to be. We shouldn't take those, because a health downgrade could be, like, catastrophic. But let's see. 1 heart, please. It only takes 1 heart. So we can make Cambion Conception happen here. Probably a lot. And Cambion Conception could give us Succubus. It could give us Incubus. It could give us a lot of ways. I mean, it could obviously give us the songs that remind us of the good times and the songs that remind us of the best times. But mostly, it could give us things that allow us to kill enemies without dealing more damage, which is idiotic and hilarious and, like, exactly what this run needs to reach peak idiocy. felt like a secret room was a secret room. Of course, we are in potential permanent Polaroid invincibility territory as well, which is what I'm trying to take advantage of here on occasion. Trying to keep an eye out. I wish Cambion Conception went like, Gwah! When you got a familiar, but it doesn't, so we have to pay attention to that. Oh, I have to pay attention to my job. This is my impression of a baby boomer's impression of millennials. See, it's a little meta. Magician on Seuss. I mean, we might as well hold Yara. There is a naive hope that at some point we'll be able to get, you know, a damage upgrade. If I'm being 100% honest, I think we probably would be in a good position on this run, even if we didn't get Dr. Fetus. Dr. Fetus is, and don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of it right now. It's helping out a great deal. It's making my life easier. However, I think we totally still would have been okay. Just by cleverly, quote unquote at least, trying to use blood rights here. It's working. Especially considering we have the leech and little Chad helping us out as well. In my headcanon, little Chad, by the way, is Chad Kensington from the Friday the 13th video game. So, you know, just draw your fan fictions of that. Okay, little risky, little risky. This should do it. We're good. We did get a deal with the devil. We got more HP. That's extremely important. What happens if you take Mom's knife with the bombs? Do you just have a knife, and then also every time you press the button, your knife moves out a little bit, and then you shoot some bombs? That's exactly what happens. This isn't even that useful, but at least when we get invincibility, we can poke enemies with the pointy end and mess them up pretty good, right? Alright. I actually, like, this is the strangest Mom's knife. You might be like, oh, Mom's knife, like, this runs foregone conclusion, you're gonna win now. It is, but for different reasons. I feel so weird complaining about this run, because it's actually not impossible for us to lose, but, like, pretty unlikely that we lose. The real reason for that is not Mom's knife. It's not Dr. Fetus. It's blood rights and little Chad K. I don't know how it's working out this way. I never asked for this. But I think I was the proper steward for this run. Because I will embrace the absurdity of a Womb 2 2.5 damage run. I was forged in the fires. Well, I'm not gonna act like typically my runs are bad. You know, there's a concept of Northernlion luck for a reason, but 2.5 damage. Oh, that's not bad. You must have soy milk or something, right? 2.5 damage is really good for soy milk. Oh, actually, my rate of fire is 42. What? Well, you must have Mom's knife and Dr. Fetus then. Two of the items that don't really require that much damage from a statistical standpoint to really do good things for you. Well, you do have me there, admittedly. I mean, I have me there because I came up with that, but you get the idea. Okay. I don't think we've gotten anything yet from Cambion Conception. You know what would be the big Cambion Conception drop? First off, this is actually incredible because now with invincibility, we can also generate black cards. How many tower cards, dude? But what I was going to say is that Dark Bum is like a really, really good... Well, maybe not actually, because we want to take all of our red hearts. Disregard that. Dark Bum's terrible. You know, we're in Topsy-Turvy world where Judas's tongue is the most valuable of all possible trinkets. Yeah, we want both of those. We want invincibility. And we want to walk into Mom right away. We should have thrown some more bombs down there. Our speed is so bad, dude. No, we're not. Don't be an idiot. We're not going that way. We don't need Guppy's freaking hairball. We're going up to the cathedral, but I needed the black heart in the process. What the heck is this run? Oh, we got Incubus, by the way, now. I just noticed. Luckily, Incubus does not shoot out bombs, or we would be in a rough spot. But unfortunately, he doesn't really shoot out much of anything except for a knife that doesn't go anywhere. So maybe for invincibility purposes, there's help there. By the way, I hope that, you know, if you've watched enough episodes of mine, you know I'm not the person that is, you know, tempted to exaggerate for comedic effect. Well, that's not true. I exaggerate, but I don't go, you know, like, whoa! This run is crazy! When it's like, you know, spinning mom's knives, what? 10 out of 10, best run ever. You know, at least I don't do that anymore. People like my dour sense of jadedness, at least a certain proportion of them. So if I'm acting like the run is a wild time, it's because I truly... Okay, stop. It's because I truly believe it. And I think this is... Okay. I think this run is genuinely in contention for, like, one of the strangest runs I've ever had. We're almost in, like, a RIP territory here. So we gotta just ease up, play a little better. Like, this could be a huge boon, or it could kill you dead. Could actually kill you dead as well, is the other thing, I suppose. We're on the cathedral, so that's a free deal with the angel item. Luck down, not really interested. Full red heart, very interested. And we want to use it outside just to make sure it's an angel item, and it's scapular. And scapular is potentially really, really valuable to always generate a spirit heart for us, but we got to be at a half heart interval to make it happen. So it's luck down, pheromones, hold Yara. Obviously we want blood rights. I think you just fight it with Dr. Fetus. So this should take approximately 10 human lifetimes. Use blood rights once. The reason there is so we can get lifesteal out of Leech if it ever finds enemies. So I'm trying to, like... I can't really get close because I can't back away quickly. There goes our spirit heart. But if we can just get Leech to understand that there is an enemy here in the form of our boss, we got no problems, or less problems. I just want to get a half heart. A half heart allows us to have invincibility, which allows us to use our knife, which allows me to have a chance to get the kill here. Which enemy are you aggroed to, buddy? Oh, a little dicey. My favorite Yahtzee-based rapper. This run is actually... I mean, it's no joke. 2 floors ago, I was like, we just press the spacebar and we win. Strange run has gotten stranger. You're bundled up now watching The Lone Ranger. Starring Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer. Dude, his mom named him after baking soda. Okay, grab this. Let's head down here. We got the Yara rune, and this is our chance to get 1 damage upgrade. Lemon mishap. Okay. Cricket's body. We've really got to be careful of that, but it's not necessarily bad. E. coli with invincibility has great chances for success. Speed up is so huge. Celtic Cross, occasional invincibility, Juicy Sack. Mom's bottle of pills giving us a tears downgrade. And a teleporter. So this is how Liberty dies. With thunderous applause. Let's go. What do? I think you just shoot bombs and hope for the best. Oh, I don't know. I think that was like... Incubus's mom's knife did like all the work for us there. This is gonna hurt. I'm amazed we only got hit once. I think that's a huge get for us. 2 of hearts, please. Chaos card. I don't care who you kill last. This is probably for the best, but it's not like we need a second virus. A pill could save us. 2 chaos cards! What in the world? Now, I recognize I'm not using blood rights much anymore. Our red hearts are just too valuable. What is this guy? Does this guy give us poison bombs at this point? That's Bob's Curse, +5 poison bombs. Awaz Rune. Wheel of Fortune. That's a free item, dude. We should have played it to try to get a Spirit Heart. Instead, we got Chemical Peel. It's a damage upgrade, but it didn't give us a damage upgrade. And so this is Christmas. What is... I mean, how many times do you say the same expression? But, like, seriously, what a strange run. Cricket's body was definitely like the biggest coup that we got on this whole run. And even then, I'm not completely convinced that it's exclusively done good stuff for us. We could always chaos one of these guys. Doesn't seem like the right play. What we do is we wait until, well, we have the luxury at least. We wait until we get 2 payouts from Little Chad Kensington, and then we pick up both of them. Or we just take a full heart if it drops. That's also fine. A 3rd chaos card. You gotta be kidding me. The thing is, I recognize this. The virus is actually sweet for us. Potentially giving us black hearts. We could use that. Like Matthew McConaughey tells Christian Bale at the climax of the 2002 film Reign of Fire. Quinn! Use it! When an enemy runs through Incubus and just gets blown out by the little tiny knife, it's a dream come true. However, I don't want to give it the chance to fail. Because, like, 1 heart is worth the entire planet of Earth to us. I have to point out, were it not for Dr. Fetus, this run would have taken us 98 years. 1 year for every degree of 98 degrees to defeat. We would not be here at 35 minutes. We might be here at 35 hours. I can't say no to Book of Shadows, but I can't leave this run without having bloody blood rights. Bloody blood rights. You're familiar with that, of course. So what I'm doing is using Book of Shadows like once to get through a room I'm not a huge fan of, in the hopes that it pays out with the Demon Heart, which it didn't. It paid out with Mr. Mega, and you know what? We can do it again. You don't even need to tell me that's another Chaos card. I'm aware that it's a Chaos card. It's always a Chaos card now. It never ends. Dude, Mr. Mega! It's the saving grace. We're going to win. It's probably looked like that. The writing's been on the wall for a while, but we're like actually gonna win. What a stupid run. This is hilarious. Alright, well, we made it out with starting damage and a rate of fire 4 times worse than our starting damage. A little misleading there, I'll admit. I'm sorry, Blood Rights, but goodbye. This was you still get the star of the show here. There's no question, but my God, what a hilarious situation. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.